And welcome back to Ben's Rant Nation. I'm your host, Ben. Hey, look, let's just get right into things, okay? Yesterday, I put out a video about my experience with Carshield. When I released my video about the Carshield claim, I expected one of two things to happen. Either the typical Carshield tells me that I misunderstood the policy, or they would make things right. Instead, they did something else entirely. First, they commented publicly, saying there were many inaccuracies in my video. Then, they asked me to contact them. Challenge accepted. That's exactly what I did. And here's what happened.
All right, hello, Mr. Dallas.
Yes.
Yes, thank you for holding. I reached out to some higher ups and some claim specialists to see what could be done here to see if we could escalate it. They got back with me and said escalations will not be able to change this, unfortunately. They said if we sent in the part here, we would not be paying anything to the repair facility, and customer would not be paying anything towards their deductible. They said we can log, I can get another supervisor to reach out to you, but that's the most we can do. But escalations will not change this.
So it's still after my deductible, which I pay anyways, it's still $27.12. I just wanted to clear that up.
Right.
So you guys are paying $27.12 for a $475 claim. I just wanted to clear that up. Correct?
Mm-hmm.
Correct?
Yes.
Wow. Okay. I appreciate your help, though. You're just doing your job. I appreciate your help. But they reached out to me on Twitter and said, or on X, and said to call you guys, and you guys could work with the claim and all that. And I thought, okay, I'll give it a try. And I guess not. So $27.12. Got it. So, after reviewing my claim, I got a DM from Carshield on X where they admitted that their own representative gave me the wrong information. Specifically, they admitted that the representative who told me that I could use the Carshield parts was wrong. In fact, according to Carshield, that option was never even available for my claim. Then, they even told me that my call had been forwarded to that representative's manager for coaching, as if that's supposed to make me feel any better. So let's stop right there. If your own employee gives a customer incorrect information, and then you acknowledge that that information is incorrect, what should happen next? Most companies would try to make the customer whole. Carshield didn't. Instead, they told me their payment is still $27.12. No adjustment, no exception, and no correction. Just $27.12. Now, to be fair, Carshield also explained something that they didn't clearly communicate before. They say that my repair was authorized for $277.12, but because my contract has a $250 deductible, their actual payment is only $27.12. That's their explanation, folks. But here's what still bothers me. The issue isn't simply the deductible. The issue is that I made decisions based on information provided by Carshield's representative. Information that they now admit was incorrect. Acknowledging a mistake is important. Fixing the consequences of that mistake, that's even more important. So I'll let you decide whether you think Carshield handled this fairly. Now, once again, I'm simply sharing my own experience. And thanks for listening.